Hi everybody, it's Mark Messier, and you're listening to Blue Shirt
Underground Show,
the #1 Rangers podcast. Make sure you tune in and find out all the latest news. Let's go Rangers.
Blue Shirt Underground, motherfucker!
Can't BS a Ranger fan. Can't BS a Ranger fan. This is an unlawful gathering. This is an unlawful gathering. The truth is out there. The truth is out there.
This is the underground. This is new media. This is the underground. This is new media.
Ranger fans, report to the critical thinking hangar. Ranger fans, report to the critical thinking hangar.
And now here is the starting lineup for the New York Rangers. And now here is the starting lineup for the New York Rangers.
This is New York Rangers hockey. 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 This is New York Rangers hockey.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a special edition post-game recap. Usually these are reserved for our Patreon members, but tonight we come to you live since we have the holidays and scheduling and everything else. Eddie and I thought we'd give you a little post-game, a little post-mortem. Here we are, last game of 2024. Rangers lose again, 5-3 in Florida tonight. My name is Jim, and as always, I am joined by the one and only Eddie Guyek. Eddie, good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm wearing my Ranger dunce cap beanie with propeller, because of course, like you and all the other Ranger faithful that are here tonight, watch this game. And, well, some of you listen to it on radio. I don't know what Gus did if he was just watching the game third, but, yeah, it was a game. They played good in this game. But you can't have catastrophic people making catastrophic mistakes play. That's it.
Catastrophic people.
You can't have catastrophic Keandre Miller giving pucks up like he's Santa Claus, giving it all away. He's like Crazy Eddie. His giveaways are insane. Then you got fucking Mika Zibanejad with a lazy backhanded pass that leads to a goal, a backhanded clearing attempt. Horrible.
Go
ahead.
That was the second Florida goal, right?
Yes.
When that happened, now they're already down 1-0, of course, because it's already 3 minutes into the game. So of course they're already down 1-0. And he throws that pass back, and it leads to the goal. And I just put my head down in my hands. And Jen sitting next to me, I said, "Did you see what he did?" And I didn't even have to say who. I had to say. She goes, "Yeah, I saw it." I'm like, unbelievable.
How? See,
Just,
Laviolette is going to get fired, so you don't have to worry when.
yeah, the clock's ticking.
Yeah,
The clock's ticking.
Yeah,
The death watch is on.
Yeah, you see how much hair he's losing? His hair is so thin now.
We're all losing hair.
We're all losing hair. Hey, look at me. Look at me on here. I'm carrying my baldy here. I mean, this is ridiculous. This fucking shit. And they played good. I gotta say, I know you get nothing for fucking playing good, but for them, we haven't seen any kind of pushback from this team after getting down early, which they can't correct. Fire the coach for that. Fire the coach for not benching Mika Zibanejad in lieu of a really good career shot performance by Filipino. They pull the goaltender, and who does he put out there? Mika. Filipino, faster than any Ranger. It's having an all-world game. And, nothing. He keeps going to the well with Mr. Minus. He's the worst plus-minus in the league now. Or what has been. I don't care. He's got to go. Got to sit. Got to quit. I don't care. If you're a culprit for all this bullshit, you don't play. I'll take Euro Aikanainen and Borgen all fucking day. And that's another thing. I don't even get there. Let's talk about the game. I mean, they played a good game. Listen, my barometer right now is...
It keeps getting lower, doesn't it?
Keeps getting lower.
It's ridiculous. Well, that was a good shift.
Ridiculous. They lost by 2 goals, and I'm happy. Well, I know
that
I
was
have
a good
consolation.
shift.
I'm not happy, but I have consolation.
That was a good shift.
And yeah, exactly. And these fucking 2 idiots. You know what 2 idiots I mean if you watch this program. If I hear about those fucking Boquist twins one more fucking time, how they're brothers, how when they were drafted, how many hits they've had, all the brothers are scoring. He's got to say each first game. Like, I give a shit which Boquist has the puck. It doesn't matter if it's Jesper, if it's Adam. It doesn't matter to me. And they keep, again, I'm taking it out on these fucking 2 fools too, because they keep saying, oh, he has to, like the Rangers, Chris Kreider's got to step it up. He hasn't scored. Oh, this guy they fucking never say Mika Zibanejad is atrocious. Everybody's had, Panarin, the last game was, this team, he's got to take the team Panarin on his shoulders. Panarin he's got 500 points in 384 games? He's been utter fucking, he's awesome as a Ranger. These other lunkheads fucking suck. What about the $10 million man? Get the fuck out of here, Sam and Joe. They had so many chances. Bobrovsky really played a good game. They had glorious chances. They really did. But losing teams find a way to lose. They take fucking stupid penalties. They don't get calls. They do get calls. That fucking twice they threw the puck up in the fucking crowd. I don't know if that. I don't know. No, fuck it. Just say it. Keandre Miller stinks. He's not playing. Just say Mika is not playing. That's it. That's all I want to hear. I don't care about your analysis of the game. Next game, if you're catastrophic, you don't play. There he is.
Keandre, pack your bags.
Pack your bags.
Keandre, pack your bags. Thank you, Apple Intelligence. Maybe we'll put that on a t-shirt. Hashtag KPYB on the back.
Speaking of which, did you see? Yeah. Yes, you're right, JD. They cost them the game. Those 3 egregious turnovers.
What's up, JD? Yeah, one of the Panther goals. Okay, see you. Love you too. One of the Panther goals, Miller's. He just kind of loses his man, and then he's waving the stick at the guy as he's headed for the net. And then on the empty net goal, he's got the puck along the boards, not a Ranger in sight, and he just throws the puck behind him up the boards. Come on. Come on.
Come on.
This is what, his 5th year, 6th year? These are just bonehead AHL rookie mistakes over and over. And Jen said, she said, how come he looks like he's so slow? How can a guy that tall, why does he look so slow? He's not slow,
mopey.
he's lazy. He's dumb and he's lazy. I'm
He's
sorry,
mopey
he's
and
dumb
dopey.
and he's lazy. It's enough. I see it. You see it. 95% of this fan base sees it.
Yeah.
What am I not seeing? I keep asking this question, and nobody's got an answer for me.
JD talks about bloke is going right around him. I've seen that 7-8 times this year where guys are just blown right past him. All you see is him turning around and the guy going right to the Rangers' crease. Horrible. Disgusting. He's a culprit. Gone. I can't wait for March 7th to get this fucking guy out of here. Trade him. I don't care for what. Zibanejad, he's like minus 70. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? He stinks. He absolutely stinks.
Bob Dole sees it. Jimmy Carter's last words. Why is Keandre Miller still on the team?
Yeah. Linda Lavin, too. She passed today.
Lenny Randall's last words.
Lenny
Why is
Randall's last
Keandre
words.
Miller on the ice?
Keandre Miller's body should be lying in state. He doesn't move. He gets blown past by every guy I've seen. This guy can't make a turn. He can't square up against a fucking forward.
You know, in fairness, I think I don't see I don't really see a lot of Keandre Miller defenders anymore.
Not anymore.
Not like I used to when I first climbed this hill. That this guy's just not good. But now everybody comes around to Jim. Everybody comes around.
I bowed down. I gave up. Listen, when someone's right, they're right. You're right, White. As Phil Rizzuto used to say to Bill White.
Right. Keandre, pack your bags. Pack your bags.
You notice his hair color is back. Did you see the post game? Did you see the post game of the Tampa loss? I'm sure you didn't.
Did I see the post game of the Tampa loss? I don't think so.
If you could pull that up, they talked to Keandre. I mean, Keandre, pack your bags. Let's see if you can pull that up. I want. This guy's almost crying. Mopey, dopey, Pokachek. Oh, God. I don't know if I felt bad for him. I was just like, get out. I'm tired of your drama. Get out of here.
Oh, my God. Hang on a second. Hold on. One cool thing.
Oh, you were right, Connor.
If you go to YouTube right now and at the top, if you click New York Rangers, we're the first thing that comes up. That's nice.
Of course, it should be.
Guess what's second?
I don't know.
Brain dead and the redhead.
Oh, God. Let's fucking.
Let's see. Oh, 12:28. Okay, here we go.
All right, you tell me, did you feel bad for this guy? Because when a Ranger gets choked up, usually I do have empathy as much as they say I have no feelings. Everybody's crying. You suck. Get off my fucking TV.
Everybody's crying.
Everybody's crying. This guy's blowing his nose. All you do is lose.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, result-wise, yeah, it's not what we wanted. We talk about a reset. We can talk about whatever. And if the result is not there, then it's not going to matter how.
And it's fucking Swedish, fucking Iranian, fucking heritage. Whatever the fuck this guy's got going. And that alumni game, because you're playing the alumni game.
Right, he could just retire and go right to the alumni game. Did you say you specifically wanted to hear Keandre Miller?
Yeah, why? I don't know. Keandre looked like he was crying, and there was like a quick edit, like they had to break because he had a full breakdown.
All right.
And make sure that we don't put ourselves in that position.
Keandre, back in the lineup, your thoughts?
He's got no more blonde hair. You notice that?
I mean, honestly, I liked our first period. I think we did a lot of good things. Sustained pressure, made it hard in their D zone, and generated a good amount of chances. I think we lost that a little bit in the second period and kind of bit us there. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
He looks like he's ready to
I would
break
agree.
that.
The first period, the goal at the end of the first period.
I'm ready to break. I'm ready to break.
It was a bit of a buzzkill.
Yeah, for sure. I think
You're
every time you give up one late in the period, I mean, it just sucks. Like I said, I mean, we had a great first period, I thought, and sucks that it kind of washes it away, I guess, with that goal. So
And again, from your perspective now, unfortunately, you did have an injury to deal with, but
Shut up, you stink.
from watching from afar, do you have thoughts?
yeah, I think one of the biggest thing that I noticed when we were out, or when
I think I'd be happier in Calgary.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yes, I
Also,
would be happy if you're in Calgary.
it's just the
Every
energy
Ranger
within the
fan
room,
would be
energy
happy.
within the locker room, and energy on the bench. I think we can generate a lot more energy and a lot more juice for ourselves within our lineup. I think we have the guys to do it. It's just a matter of doing it every shift, cheering on the guy next to you. And I mean, it sounds simple, but
Shut up.
being a good teammate.
Simple
In other words, basically what he's saying is this team has no soul whatsoever. There's no joy in Rangerville whatsoever. This team has cashed it in. Cashed it in.
Well, then Larry Brooks come out with some article today, Jim. We could shut this shit off because I could fucking care less.
Keandre, pack your bags.
Then Larry Brooks come out with an article that the Rangers have quit. The locker room is done.
Yes.
I didn't get to
Yes.
read the full article, and apparently
Yes.
Elliot Friedman had something to say about this as well.
Yes, he commented on it. I posted the clip on in our group today.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Just that
He should
Elliot Friedman, his thoughts were after reading the Larry Brooks article that there's a lot more to come. But I just don't I don't see what they're going to do. If everybody's got a no move clause, you got a no move clause, you got a no move clause. Why can't I say that? You got a no trade clause, you got a no trade clause. Who's going anywhere? Who to get rid of? We had to beg Jacob Trouba for 6 months to okay a trade to Anaheim.
I'm not mad at because of fucking Goodrow. Lavy is safe. I don't believe that for 1 second. He might get left at the fucking hotel like Gallant did. Oh, you
What's up,
missed a
Todd?
lot. But gosh darn it, I thought those Rangers played a good game. I mean, again, the bar is so low. And again, there were some injuries on Florida, but even Florida at half strength should beat our fucking sorry ass club.
Right.
I mean, come on.
I will admit there were moments where I actually let myself think they could win the game. How's that? That hasn't happened in a long time, but there were moments. Hey,
It was
we get a
3-3 in the third period. I was all excited.
we get a weird bounce or something like the playoffs, and we could steal this game like we did in the playoffs.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, they say they've quit. I don't know. Today, I thought they played a pretty good game, but they only have like one line.
See, I think what Elliot Friedman said was that maybe let me see if I can find the clip, find where I put it in the group, and we can play it.
Okay.
Because I think he made an interesting point. He said that Laviolette is kind of stuck in the middle on this.
What?
Between the coach
He's
and
the Doomcoff that didn't play Hedel instead of Mika when they pulled a goalie. Come on, Laviolette, wake up. Your hair is thinning, Peter, and my patience is thinning. It's obvious. You go with the hot hand. This is not fucking rocket scientists.
Here it is.
What is this? This
It was
is
a
Friedman?
harsh column. Like, he really hammered the players there. And what Dad said to me, Kyle, is that what we've seen so far with the likes of Goudreau and Trouba and potentially Kreider, and Kreider being included on that on the trade list in the trade conversation, either we haven't seen anything yet, or more of that is coming. And, Laviolette, he's kind of caught in the middle of all this. Like he's been around a long time. He knows this is a results-oriented business. But like Peter Laviolette's got to be sitting here thinking, just like the rest of us, like, what on earth happened? How did we end up where we are? And I'm sure he's as much of a loss for words as everybody else is. But to me, the bigger story of that column is more is coming. And you kind of have to sit there and look at it and figure out what it is. And, I watched a bit of that. On Saturday nights, it's tough because I'm usually watching the Canadian games. But I was watching Tampa Rangers, and Zibanejad had one shift where he had a great chance to score, and his stick broke, right on the doorstep. His stick exploded. And then later in the shift, he tries to make a pass cross ice, and the Lightning just see what it is for what it is, and they just deflect it away. And he goes to the bench, and he just looks so discouraged.
He should be.
And I'm not interested in kicking people when they're down. It's not what I like to do. But you can't help but read that column and see the way it's going for Zibanejad, who's got a no-move clause. And you're just wondering if that's going to be something like the Rangers try to focus on. Either we can do this the easy way or we can do this the hard way. Like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not Zibanejad. Maybe they start looking somewhere else. But I just, like, that column today says to me, because of who wrote it and because I know how connected they are in that organization, that we are far from finished with major change for the Rangers. And I'll say this. I think if there was a guy who was available, although I don't see it, that teams would be climbing up buildings to go get, would be Trocheck.
Right.
If he was available, like, teams would be killing themselves to get him. But again, he has control, and
So there you go. I don't know how much you can. I don't know how much they can do.
They really can't.
Trade Keandre Miller. Pack your bags.
You trade him. I mean, it's unprecedented territory we're in. There's just nothing you can do. They're playing the Will Borgens. They're playing they're playing like these guys, and I'm just like, it's hard to evaluate the guys because the Rangers just stink. And I'm like, how do I concentrate on one guy when the rest of the team is terrible, and I got to worry about this guy and try to pinpoint what's wrong with this guy's game? And everybody is just not scoring. I mean, Kreider scored. He broke like a 13-game scoreless streak. You got, Lafreniere hasn't been scoring. I mean, so many guys. Cooley hasn't scored in a dog's age. He had some great opportunities today. And of course, Bobrovsky comes up big. Yeah, about that, he's got a save percentage of 900, and fucking Micheletti saying, well, he does come up with the big save, so that really isn't a stat you should look at. Are you fucking stupid? You cannot win a playoff. Now, listen, Bobrovsky's won a Stanley Cup. He's a great playoff performer. He had some early bugaboos early in his career. But you know what? I don't want a goalie with a 900 save percentage going into the fucking playoffs. I don't care who you are.
Right.
Yeah. Laffy has one goal in 18 games, and there are some people not here right now who will tell me, oh, the power play looks infinitely better with Lafreniere on it. Infinitely? This guy stinks. He doesn't deserve penalty power play time. Put Hedel out there. Hedel all day. He had 8 shots on net. Why don't you go with the hot hand? You got to still keep doing the same fucking thing all the time? Mika. And it fucking doesn't work. He took that stupid one-timer again tonight, Jim. Did you see it? That one-timer shot. He took that fucking one-timer shot. Never works. Wide. Ovechkin shot. Oh, wow. Kreider scored in Dallas. What was that, fucking 2 weeks ago? I mean, come on. Stop defending your guys that you like. They all stink right now. Nobody is escaping the guillotine when it comes to me. Do I want Kreider to be traded? No.
Do you want me to hold your purse so you don't have to go upstairs?
What are you, tuning into this fucking
Oh,
redhead?
no.
It's still on the air. He's been over for an hour. I don't know, Jim. I'm just mad.
Yeah, by the way, their last win was the only game Rempe's played.
He's halfway through it. Yeah, thank you, Rock. His goal was an empty netter. Listen, guys, I don't mean
The
to
goal
take
against Dallas,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, Rock confirmed. The thing is, it just he deserved to get benched. And you know what? I don't know what Zeba have. Zeba.
Zeba.
Yes.
Zeba. Does Zeba have an amnesty? He can't be fucking benched. This guy's got to sit. Not only is he not getting goals, he's costing us goals. And you know what? I'm going to fucking say it. Why isn't Jack Jones playing? All of a sudden, he was the hottest commodity we had when the season was going on, when we were winning. We all liked him. This hookah high, hidey hee, hoo, the hidey ho. That guy's playing.
You go
The
Viking.
Whatever his name is. This
Vikinanen.
Victor Borg is playing over him.
Ernest Borgnine.
Will Borgen. And let me ask you, what about Victor Mancini? Is so horrible. He's got to log minutes in Hartford to improve. Get him up here. We need him. The Zika virus. That's a good one. I don't know. Hookah Hookie Faluki, whatever that guy's name is. It's just driving me nuts. And he didn't look that bad tonight. Rangers had 40. In Tampa, they had over 40 shots.
Right. And 36 tonight? 36 tonight.
36 tonight. And it's these catastrophic mistakes. And they have bad luck because they're bad. They're bad.
Right.
They're bad luck because they're bad.
You make your own luck in life.
You do.
Good or bad.
Hedl hits the crossbar. I think the Rangers probably get that call with Shesterkin if they're a winning team, but they're losers. And when you're a loser, you don't get no breaks.
Right.
And then you got fucking Shesterkin was wailing out. It looked like JD. He couldn't get up on that one goal.
That's great.
He was spinning around like he was breakdancing on the ice.
That was a great comment, JT.
Oh, he looked like JD.
It's exactly what he looked like.
He was doing the flopsy mopsy all over the place. I really don't know. I mean, I thought again, I've said this again. Am I delusional? Did they not play a fairly good game?
They played okay.
All right. Okay.
They played okay. But look, this is a loss is a loss. When they win and they don't play well, we just say, well, they didn't play well, but a win is a win. Well, you know what? A loss is a loss.
You're right. I guess the pushback, I'm trying to diagnose all this losing because, we're all locked into watching them. Like I said, we also put the fucking dunce hats on tonight. We're fans, good or bad, terrible or catastrophic. We are still going to be fucking fans. That's just the way it is. And everyone's criticisms are valid. I mean, but the thing is that my diagnosis was after the first period, I can't even get out of the bathroom before the game starts, and it's in the net. I come out. They're down 1-0, honey. What?
All right.
What happened? What happened?
Hey, what happened?
I mean, you can't. You.
Hey, what happened?
Really? And we're watching this shit. And it was 2-2, and they held them. I really thought I was teased. I thought there was a chance for victory.
Right.
I thought there was a chance. I was going to be happy even if they got into overtime. That's how much the bar has moved. Get that 1 point. What does that 1 point mean?
Get 1 point.
What does it mean? Oh, we need that point just in case there's a tiebreaker for the playoffs or something. Oh, we need that 1 point, but we're not making the playoffs. This team is terrible.
Last place in the Metropolitan Division. The New York no movement clauses. Last place.
It's bad.
Looking up at the Islanders.
Oh, God, no.
The Flyers. The tragedy-laden Columbus Blue Jackets. The Coats.
The Coats.
The Penguins. I mean, every one of these teams that we have laughed about for being bad, and the New York no movement clauses are below each and every one of them.
Buried at the bottom.
18 points behind the New Jersey Devils. 18 points.
Wow.
That's that.
That's 9 games out of first place.
Yeah, bad.
36 games into the season, they're already 9 games out of first place. The last place New York no movement clauses.
People calling for Greg McKegg.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Yes. Do we have a nickname for him? Something. I forgot what it was.
Horsetooth Jackass.
The Horsetooth Jackass.
The
Greg
Horsetooth
McKegg.
Jackass. Greg McKegg.
I don't know.
Last place is crazy.
I got no answers. Colin Blackwell. There's another guy that Ranger fans will not let go. We lost him to Seattle in their expansion draft. He's still playing, though. Ricky Ataza wants Ron Smith. We'll have it straightened out by tax time. Ron was wrong. Yeah, people love Neil Pionk now, too. Hey, you can love it all you want. But this has been an abysmal season. Yep. They're going to be crying around. I mean, you got to get tired of losing. That's true.
I certainly am.
I mean, they got to get tired.
Sam Wainwright. Yeah. Sam Wainwright. That's what we need. We need a telegram from Sam Wainwright. I've authorized my office. Stop. Send you 25,000. Stop.
Brendan Howden with 15 goals and 1 assist. He's in the Jack Roslovic running.
Right.
Along with the untouchable Chris Kreider and the untouchable Lafreniere. They all stink. At least they don't make egregious turnovers. That's the only thing I could say. That's the
Put Brett Howden and Jack Roslovic on this team. They're in first place.
Yes. I know. Those were the days. You'd have Brad Maxwell on this team in fucking 5 seconds. Espo. I can't believe he's still alive.
Get Don Jackson in here.
Don Jackson. Wow. You're throwing some names.
There's a guy he traded for.
Big bad Brad Brown. Say that 100 times.
So, you want to see for a minute the lunacy of this fan base? Outside.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
So I don't really know this guy outside of a little conversation on Twitter, but he posts this Twitter poll today. Ranger fans, would you be willing to include Gabe Perreault or Will Cooley in a trade for Brady Tkachuk? and 50% of this fan base says no, they are untouchable. 50%. 50%. I responded. I had to respond. I don't typically engage stupidity on Twitter. I tend to just ignore it and move on. I don't start Twitter battles because I think
right. I mean, it's
you just if you argue with a fool, there are two in the conversation.
Right.
But I said I asked the question: how is Gabe Perreault, who is still in college and hasn't played a shift of hockey in the NHL, how is he untouchable? How is he untouchable?
Because
we have such a ridiculous fascination with guys who have never put on a Rangers jersey, other than to have their picture taken.
Our friend, God, I forgot our friend's name. Sean Stein. He got into a similar conversation about.
Now, Sean is the opposite of me. Sean loves to argue with everybody.
Right. Yeah. Well, he likes a good argument. That's good. And again, I didn't want to join the argument because I don't like getting in these Twitter. I already have a forum to fucking just tell you what I think. And
Right.
I'm much better at words than I am at typing. I can't type fast. And I just think, let me tell you, delusional Ranger fans out there, one thing. Every prospect that you are coveting and think is the next Wayne Gretzky, he stinks. Gabe Perreault stinks. He's never going to be shit. He's going to be zero. He's going to be Elias Anderson. All right? He stinks. He's an unknown quantity. I don't know anything about this guy. I don't know if he's fragile like Filipino. I don't know if he has a good shot. I don't care. He's never played an NHL game. I'm going to tell you, Brady Tkachuk is a known quantity. Okay? And that guy has more testosterone than the Rangers' entire team. And he's talented. And he can score in the NHL. That's the only league I care about. So stop getting hot under the collar, or whatever you want to call it, aroused by every prospect who's playing college or in the World Juniors. They stink. The Rangers don't develop prospects. They have the worst track record in developing prospects. We have a number 1 pick overall who's gone like 14 games without a goal. We just traded the number 2 pick overall to Seattle. Get the known quantity. Gabe Perreault is untouchable.
I would trade Gabe Perreault, Gabe Cotter, Gabe Kapler, Gabe Davis. You name the Gabe.
You name the Gabe, and I trade him.
You name the Gabe, and I would trade him for Brady Tkachuk. Trade him for Keith Tkachuk. I'd trade him for Walt Tkachuk at this point. Just wait until Evgeny Grachev gets here. You'll see.
The only guys I've ever heard, actually, one was from another team, is that Ryan McDonough was going to be good. You know, we'd heard from Montreal, and they kind of overlooked him because of PK Subban. The only guy I ever heard with advanced billing was Igor. When Igor was drafted, they said, oh, this guy's going to be really good. And he wasn't advertised. I don't remember anybody. The only guy we had that did good, that we developed, was Buchnevich, and you know how that wound up. Chris Drury trading for fucking Sammy Blais. Get the fuck out of here. He stinks. I'm going to say it. Gabe Perreault is the worst player I've ever seen. Or not seen.
Or not seen.
He's the worst player I've not seen.
And that's the other thing, is out of the 50% of the people that said, no, Gabe Perreault is untouchable, what percentage of that 50% has seen even a shift of Gabe Perreault play hockey?
Probably
no more than 10%.
Yes. I was just about to say 40% has not seen him play.
Right.
And
of that 40%, how many are basing it on a YouTube clip that they saw of him scoring?
I've seen enough of those. Well, we saw it with Kravtsov. Look at this brilliant goal. Look at this goal. Oh, with all these guys. Leah Sanderson threw a silver medal up in the stands. Oh, that's the type of player I want. A guy who doesn't want to take second place. Doesn't want to tell you, I like the way he thinks. Meanwhile, the guy's a complete loser. There is nobody I wouldn't trade. Now, I didn't like the Will Cooley part of that because I think Will Cooley's a decent player. But if it was to get to Brady Tkachuk, I'm trading him.
Right.
I'm sorry. There's like a fantasy element that plays like.
I responded to that tweet and said, and again, I said what I said about college. And then I said, there is not one player on this team that isn't touchable. Touch them all.
Touch them all.
Touch them all.
And Cutter, as far as the juniors, don't worry, you already look foolish. Canada lost to fucking Latvia. What a joke. Pack your bags, Canada. Canada, pack your bags.
Canada, pack your bags.
God.
How do you lose your national sport to Latvia?
It's bad. I didn't watch any of that shit. I don't care. I mean, the only guy I would keep is Shesterkin. That's it. I mean, that's it. Adam Fox. I think Adam Fox is a good, if you got everything right, he's a good player. But if you got to really, you see, he struggles when he's got to kind of be the main guy.
I think with the rest of this bunch of ragamuffins on defense, I think Adam Fox is going to struggle.
Right. No, I agree. Uh-oh. Mark Schiraldi saying, come on, guys. Wait. You're in the Gay Perot fan club? He's a Catholic priest? Well, I don't get it. Why are they calling you a Catholic priest? Canada, 51st state.
I'm such a Catholic priest.
I don't know where that comes from.
I don't know what the hell we're talking. I don't know where we're going now.
You see what New York Ranger nobody said.
Everybody's got a no-move clause.
Yeah, Gay Perot wants one now.
Right, Gay Perot's got one probably.
A 16-year no.
Can't be traded from Boston.
You got to do it. Gay Perot.
Oh.
I mean, you got to do it. He's untouchable. We got to lock him up.
I love Canada, Mark.
Oh, I love Canada,
love
too.
Canada.
No doubt about it.
But you got to beat Latvia in hockey.
Yeah, there's one thing. I love Canada, Mark. I really do.
Love it.
I mean, I just don't like their arrogance towards U.S. hockey.
We're going to do a show one night from Cutter's house.
And I wish that it wouldn't cost me fucking $20 to send a package to fucking Canada. What's going on with the postal service? Then they just came off a postal strike up in Canada.
Yeah, I was going to say they were on a strike.
Yeah. Can't go on strike in the U.S.
Oh, touch them all. I got it. Thank you.
I don't know. I don't know those people. You got to stop with the fantasy of these prospects. I mean, we could go through the litany of guys we coveted that are not even playing hockey in North America. So Trudeau is a clown. That's one thing I think all Canadians can agree on. I've never seen a good word about their fucking premier. Larry Brooks, this team is get up on the coach.
Lonnie, I don't know how you're going to stop going to games. Rangers are offering no fees on tickets. Oh, yeah. I can pass that up. $20 off. I got an email today. $10 off for a ticket. Wow. $10.
And our compadre there, Joe Catroni, who lives in Florida, did not go to the game. Why, Jim?
Said the tickets were too expensive down there.
Who the hell? I saw Ranger fans behind the bench.
Unless Ranger fans, everywhere the Rangers go on the road, Ranger fans are right behind the bench. Always. Everywhere. It's crazy to me. Everywhere they go, there's always Ranger fans right behind the bench.
I guess they bought tickets before the fall.
Maybe.
Sean Day. Wow. You're really. He's one of those project guys. I love that. And I thought, as I've been hard on Edstrom, I thought Edstrom played pretty good today. But, whatever. It's just losing. Fading.
That's all it is.
Fading into oblivion. The New York Rangers. I told you what I did with my calendar. I did it on my. I posted it on the site there. I took down my Rangers 2024 calendar, and as I took it down, I just looked at Jacob Trouba in the face, and I said, "Fuck you." I cursed out my calendar. Then as I put up the 2025, which has Panarin, I said, "Fuck you." That's a new one. I'm even yelling at calendars over here. Yeah. Matt, you were at the Tampa game? My condolences. Oofa. Hey, he's good when he isn't cleaning the plexiglass. Edstrom has been pretty good. And I'm stuck. I'm going to go January 11th all the way to Vegas.
Happy New Year, Joe. Take care, buddy.
Happy New Year, Joe. Traffic cone. People just go, oh, God. I've seen like 7 guys blow past him. He's horrible. Keandre, pack your bag. There he is. He's looking awfully gaunt in this picture. Looks like a freaking skeleton.
As you can see, I'm putting Apple
ears too. What was he?
I'm putting Apple Intelligence to good work.
Wow, I gotta tell you, that's a wacky picture.
Keandre, pack your bag. I don't know why they chose the sweater vest to put him in, but whatever. It's funnier. It does.
Wow.
He does have. Those are some strange ears, but the picture's funny. Keandre, pack your bags.
Well, I guarantee that that picture you put a couple. It could be a meme. We wouldn't have to even put anything. No words. People just would know what it means.
Right.
We've made it so popular. As a matter of fact, it'll probably be on the back of the Post tomorrow. Larry Brooks.
Right. Or it'll be on some T-shirt site. Oh, look, our new Keandre, pack your bag.
Our merch is
our
in.
own creation.
Yes. I think this is what's going to happen. I agree with you, Ryan. Michael Pekka is going to be the new interim coach. Just so I can say Peck ahead every day. And Peck ahead put this guy out. And at this point, it doesn't matter.
Gus, stop it. You're better than that.
Well, what is he? He praying for somebody to die or something?
He's still on Trouba. Worst captain
stop.
ever. Worse than Drury. Stop it. You're better than that.
Stop.
You're better than that.
You're better than that. Come on. I know you had your grudges against him. What did he ever do to you?
Right.
He steal your Burger King coupons? What the fuck did this guy do? He got paid a lot. That was it.
Right. Oh, that's what he did.
Nah, he got paid a lot. The biggest sin in Gus's sin book. Mika sucks. Mika's terrible. He should not play. Why are they playing him? Is it because he makes a lot of money that they have to justify it? I don't understand. I thought, where's the accountability? This is why I'm losing my shit over Laviolette lately. Or what guy that's good, that's hot? Like Heedle had the game shot totals of his life tonight, and they didn't ride him. You ride the hot hand, and you take the cool hand, and you sit him on the pine. Dan unamused. I like that one. I don't even know.
Filipino had less than 15 minutes of ice time tonight. Riley Smith had almost 17 minutes. Alexei Lafreniere had over 20 minutes. How do you justify that?
Didn't Heedle have 7 shots?
7 shots on goal.
What, that wasn't enough for him to fucking slot in there in the power when they pull the goalie? Jury is an infection. that we cannot get rid of. And he's filled the Rangers front office with every fucking Ranger loser mascot, work hard guy, lunch pail loser with no fucking intelligence.
Sabotage.
And no experience. Sabotage. You got to get some real thinking individuals in this organization. You've got to get people who have a track record.
Mika had 16 and a half minutes of ice time tonight.
To me, that line, even though, Trocheck's been kind of struggling, Trocheck to me right now, yeah, it's all nepotism. It's been nepotism since Glenn Sather got here. That's why everybody gets a free deal, a free lunch, a free position. Just ridiculous. And we would be remiss if we didn't mourn the loss of James Dolan's dad today, who was also lying in state at your local Cablevision Optimum Online.
I thought he's at the Sparrows across from the Garden.
Hey, he's at Sparrows.
Said Houlihan's.
Yes. I mean,
I'll be honest with you. He's one of those people that he dies and you're like, he was still alive?
Yeah. He was 93?
97, I think he was.
97.
Yeah.
Not Jimmy Carter.
I mean, the kid's going to live that long?
Charles Dolan. I hope not. Well, I wish him a long life if he could sell this fucking team. I mean, listen.
He sells the team, he could live to 112 for all I care.
I wish him a $1 billion.
I wish him $8 million.
Gus, of course, going right into the dark humor. The wrong Dolan died. I know. Sbarro. Awesome place. Did many a broadcast down there on Ranger Crisis down in the basement. Oh, God. So, I don't know, Jim.
So the losing continues.
The team is quit. I didn't think they played like a team that quit. They play like a team that stinks.
Right. Right.
I thought the effort was there, just bad. Again, you cannot make cataclysmic mistakes. And it's the same fucking people. And the bad penalties. Again, Lafreniere took a stupid penalty. I think Berard's tripping penalty was stupid. But, of course, Micheletti is protecting his boy Berard. He protects certain guys and then other guys, he's out the door. He's criticizing way too much.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think he's going. He's quiet retiring.
There's Lonnie. He's going to pull an out Troutwig. Lonnie, 3-16 the Rangers are. In the last 19.
Which would take us back to the text message, right? The infamous text message. I think that's probably about how long it's been. About 18, 19 games since the GM, sabotaged the system.
I love these Robert Laviolette looks like the papa from the Bernstein Bears. I don't know who that is. Can you give me a picture of that?
Yes.
Let's see if New York Ranger Nobody is a comedy genius of life.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh. Do we have a yes? I don't. I've seen that cartoon like once or twice. Shampooey for GM. That's a funny picture, but I don't think it looks like Laviolette.
No,
without the hat.
My daughter loved the Berenstain Bears when she was.
Really?
Loved them. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. No. Keandre Miller is a lost cause. He is lost.
Bum.
He's a bum who needs a change.
You are a bum.
He needs a change of scenery, I think Calgary, Alberta, like Jim said, would be the perfect place for him to find his game.
Right.
Go out west. Go west, young man, to Seattle, Utah.
Metallurge and the KHL, that would be a good place for
Yes.
him.
Eddie, can we get a Baba shampoo? Well, I'm not in control of the board. I don't know why we have to do Henrik Lundqvist.
I don't know what he did to anybody.
I don't know.
Baba shampooey, Baba shampooey, Baba shampooey tends the Rangers' goal.
There you go. See, you asked for it, you get it.
Right.
Yeah. Hedl, 14 minutes, 7 shots on net. I mean, I'm going so loony watching these games. I'm like, they could bring up Hartford, and maybe Hartford can win the game. I'm thinking like these stupid, irrational things while I'm watching this nonsense.
But do you think Gabe Perreault is untouchable?
That is just obscenely stupid to think any Ranger prospect is untouchable.
Adam Huska, untouchable.
Untouchable. Huska do. Mika had 16 minutes. I'm surprised. It seemed longer. Oh, Joe. He's hurt.
The only justification I have for Mika's ice time is that he does kill penalties,
which was good tonight. The penalty kill was good after Sam did a whole dissertation of how bad they've been on the power. They dropped from 1 to 5. Oh boy. I mean, Tampa Bay lit them up, but they killed some good penalty killing tonight.
They were 4 for 4, I think, right? Yeah, 4 for 4. They didn't play a bad game, but they didn't win. A win is a win, and a loss is a loss, and this, my friends, is a loss. That's it.
I'm looking for anything positive when I watch these games.
I get that, but I just can't keep dropping the bar.
I know. I just they teased me. I thought they were going to win tonight.
Lucky
not
you,
win,
Rock.
but they were in the game. They were in the game in the third period. When's the last time you said that?
Right. They're like the Wilpons at this point. We just want to play meaningful hockey in the third period. Louis Domingue is untouchable.
Well,
when do we get Rempe back so the winning can start?
4 more games.
4 more games.
Countdown has begun.
Right. New year, new Rempe.
Yes, we want Matt back. I want to see some hitting in action. Just keep the gloves down so you don't get suspended. Make it watchable now. Oh, Dr. B is in there all the way from the Philippines.
In to ditch a patient.
Oh, hope that patient doesn't go berserkowitz.
What's up, Dr. B?
Dr. B, the guy needed medication, and Dr. B kicked him out of the freaking thing. You're out of here. Pack your bags, patient number 45. And
and 2 afternoon games this weekend.
Oh, that's an automatic loss. Even if the Rangers were playing well, they lose every afternoon game. I'm sleepy. They're sleepy. They never win.
And both games on ABC, which means we're gonna get Ray Ferraro.
Remember
the torture never stops. Will this season never end?
And is Bissonnette, is he on ABC? Because you know what? In the end, he was okay. Because in the end, he was right. The Rangers were for Guzzi.
Oh, Joe, got Boston coming up. They're playing well. Washington's in first place. They got them coming up. Got Chicago coming up on Sunday, who the Rangers can't beat. And then Dallas, and then the Devils. And then Eddie's going to travel the entire country to see them lose in Las Vegas.
They're going to get creamed. I can't. How can I heckle? I can't. They're terrible.
And again, for what I believe is the fourth time during this football season, the Rangers are playing an afternoon game on a Sunday. Doesn't make sense. Why would you compete with the NFL? You can't compete with the NFL.
You can't. And isn't the Lions playing the Vikings like one for the fucking NFC fucking basically home field advantage throughout the fucking playoffs?
That game was put on Sunday night.
Oh, okay.
But still,
I'm not canceling my trip. I'll be there represented. I won't be wearing any Rangers shirts or anything like that, but I'll be there representing. Oh, I agree. Fire Labula. Fire everybody. Fire everything. Fire the concession stand people. Fire everyone. I want a whole new blanket of clean, new stuff.
Fire poor Pat Canessa, who's been out there selling programs since 1968. Went to high school with my parents, selling programs outside. Get rid of him. You gotta go, Pat.
Pat, get out.
Pat, I got no time for you, Pat. Not one of your better program sellers.
Wow. Meanwhile, we're sub-islanders, ladies and gentlemen. That team is atrocious. That team is atrocious, and we're sub-atrocious.
Last place, the New York no-move clauses.
Happy New Year.
Laughing stock.
Laughing
stocks. And you know what? A couple weeks ago, a lot of people were saying, there's still 50 games left. Well, you know what?
Come on,
Another 8 games.
games.
Another 8 games have passed, and they haven't won. They've won once.
Remember my whole theory? Well, maybe these young guys, they're a little spark to team. Nah. Just ain't happening. It's brutal. It is brutal. And I don't care, across the board, this is the worst I've ever seen them. And I've got consensus from everyone that I hold dear as far as their opinion goes. Because they've had worse teams and, had bad results. But you go from President's Trophy to this.
Yeah, this is pretty much about as bad as it's been on my watch. I mean, yeah, there were some bad teams in the 70s, late 70s before the Cup run, and there were some bad teams in the 80s, and and then they had the long stretch, the wilderness years, whatever you want to call them, the dark days, whatever you call it, that 7-year stretch where they didn't make the playoffs. Where somehow in a league of what at the time, 28 teams, where 26 out of 28 teams made the playoffs, and the Rangers missed 7 years in a row. I still think this is worse. This is worse. I think, what was the start they got off to? It was like 12-4-1, right?
Yeah, it was like that, yeah.
Do you realize that if they only went like, if that start was only half as good, and they wound up, and they started off like, instead of 12-4-1, they started off like 8-8-1. They'd be like they'd be the worst team in the league.
Yes,
right now.
it would be like sub San Jose
record wise. They'd be looking up at everybody.
Yes. John,
that hot start right now is the only thing keeping this season even semi afloat.
Oh, I don't even think it's afloat anymore. But yes, it's making it like
it's still salvageable. But, now I just read you the next 5 games. I mean, who are they beating? Maybe they go into Chicago. Maybe they go into Chicago and get revenge on Sunday. Maybe they're all fired up.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's just abysmal. I have nothing else to say. I got to say atrocious, abysmal, cataclysmic fall. I mean, You know, at one point this season, we were all thinking, well, does this team have the thing that we all doubted that they had the stuff, the players, the talent, the will to win in the playoffs. Now, I can't see them winning a game.
Yeah, Lonnie, they didn't play that. They didn't play anybody really good those first 15 games, but now they're losing to Nashville and Chicago. So it's. Yeah, I mean, that's still they're still losing to no ones. At least then they were beating the no ones.
And the power play was going. Now the power play is horrendous. I mean, they got a power play goal tonight, but the power play is in the tank. They don't do good 5-on-5. I mean, that's been a continuing problem. So I just put on your dunce cap and watch the fucking games. That's all I got. That's all I can do. Yeah, I'm calling for the playoffs bit, the Jim Mora.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
That exactly pinpoints it.
I'm just going to say one more thing. And then I don't think I got anything else. But the last thing I'll say is, you know what I heard? You know what I heard? I heard Laviolette say the other day that I immediately thought of you. He was talking about how good they've looked in practice, how well they've practiced. I know you love hearing that.
I would be on the air for 10 more minutes if I let that rant go and come out of my mouth. I don't give a fuck how you practice. Show up for the games. You're playing against each other. You're all stiffs. Of course you're going to look good in practice.
Try practicing like shit.
Yeah.
See how that translates.
Yes. No. Sorry, Blaine. I feel like the Rangers got I don't think it's Gustafson's the loss of him. Was the practice lighthearted? Yeah, he took shots on Benoit Ole. I'm glad. You know what I'm saying?
Straight as a Grizzly's dick.
Anyway, I guess that's all I got. Happy New Year.
All right. That wraps up this special bonus coverage here in the Blue Shirt Underground. A free 1-hour post-game recap. You can get all of these post-game recaps by subscribing to our Patreon, www.patreon.com/Blue Shirt Underground Show. $1 a month, $2 a month, whatever. Put you in our special group. You get to see a recap after every game. They are not all an hour long. They are not all me and Eddie. Sometimes it's just me. Sometimes it's both of us. But we do something.
Yeah, I mean, this time I figure we're going to have a little bit of a break, you know, with the New Year's Eve and the New Year's Day. So it's a good way that we can recap the last two games.
Right. And we get ready for 2025. So I wish you all a happy New Year. Thank you for being here. We love you guys. Thank you for your continued support for all of these now 15 and a half years.
Yes. Happy New Year, everybody.
We'll see you guys soon. Let's go, Rangers. Eddie, happy New Year, buddy. Always
happy New Year, my brother. To you,
good night, everybody.